Okay, welcome to Hirakata. This is where I live in Osaka prefecture, Hirakata city, and here you can see this is Hirakata Juku. And today we're going to take a little walk through the historic area of Hirakata. Here you can see here we are at the station, and we're going to walk this historic area right here, and we're going to finish our walk today here at the Yodogawa. The Yodogawa is a major river that flows from Kyoto down to Osaka. So there's a lot of history here. It's in Japanese only, but it goes back more than 400 years. 400 years of history. A lot of old houses have been preserved here, and we're going to see a lot of those today. So here's a picture of one. So here I am. This is in Hirakata Shieki on a beautiful Monday afternoon. So we're going to go this way and take a little walk. Yeah, so along this path here, there are a lot of monuments that explain the history here. This looks like Okamoto-cho Koen here. And then here, there's a big sign, Hirakata Juku. So lots of history here. We'll just keep going straight. Here again, some more information. Okay, so here's where we can really see the old historic side of Hirakata. These narrow lanes, old buildings. See the traditional architecture here, lots of wood. Here, Okamoto-cho, Kaikan. It's kind of a community center for the neighborhood here. You can see just a very mom and pop grocery store. Yawataya. So Yawata is the next city over from Hirakata, over in Kyoto prefecture. And this street is still open to the public, so you'll see a lot of cars, people riding their bikes, motorbikes. People just out going for a walk, enjoying the nice day like me. It's just very peaceful here. Just 3-4 minutes ago, we were right there in the city center, in front of the station. Lots of traffic. Here we are on this small street. Feels like a different world. Of course, vending machines everywhere. And this one is painted brown to blend in with the traditional architecture. It's just a really beautiful sunny afternoon here. 62 degrees Fahrenheit, 17 degrees Celsius. There's the Keihan train running between Kyoto and Osaka. Hirakata is one of the main stations between the two cities, almost exactly halfway between central Osaka and central Kyoto. You see the road here. Still keeping some of that original brick. It's probably not original, but to keep that style. Some more information here. Lots of historic houses. You can see they're numbered. And as you walk through the path, you know which houses you're looking at. So there's the station, and so far we've walked here. Okay, so let's continue. Wow. Of course, you can see it's a residential area, so people live here. These houses look quite modern. But the first floor is brown. They still use that wood on the first floor. See a small park here, and of course different places to visit. So here, this is Mitsuya Koen, Mitsuya Park. Take a look at the Hirakata manholes. A little difficult to see. So historically they would call this Hirakata Juku. And Juku is kind of like a rest station. So there was a trading path that connected the major cities of Japan, Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka. And they would stop in these rest stations and sleep for the night, get some food, water, and continue on their path. So this was one of the stops, Hirakata Juku. Today it's just Hirakata. So Hirakata is not a touristy city. People don't come here for tourism. There are only 2 or 3 hotels here. And people call this a bed town. kind of a commuter town. It's very convenient. You can easily get to Kyoto or Osaka in 20 minutes. So a lot of people live here and go into the city to work. If you look a little bit in the distance there, that is Hirakata Koen station for Hirakata Park. It's a theme park, and that would be the closest station. You can walk to the theme park from there. Lots of signposts with some information about the history here. You can see the painting. So this area used to be called Kawachi. Still today, sometimes you can see Kawachi, the names of places. Even the dialect that people speak here, they call it Kawachi Ben. Some very old temples. Actually, you can see a temple up there in the distance. It's famous for ume trees, which is plum trees. They will be coming into bloom very soon in February. So might go back to see the plum trees there. And that's kind of the first sign of spring for Japanese people. That's the first sign that the winter is over. So this would be the sign for the next Juku, or the next rest station. It's really nice with the light coming from the sun at this time of the day. Again, it's just so peaceful here. We're going to be crossing the main street here in a few minutes, and it'll be a very different feeling. So this is my first video ever. I hope it's not terrible. I'm just trying to give you an idea of what it's like to be here on the streets. Show you a little bit of history. Of course, right now it's hard to travel. Maybe this will give you a little taste of traveling from home. Okay, some more information here. They've really got it well signposted. And let's see, we started right here, Hirakata Station, and we walked all the way over here. So now we're going to cross the main road here, and we're going to see the Yodogawa. And what's famous in Hirakata, it's these kinds of boats. And they were called Kurawanka Bune. This is back in the Edo era. But people would come by in boats. And people in Hirakata, from Hirakata Juku, would go out on these long boats with food. And they would say, Kurawanka, do you want something to eat? And they would put the food onto a container, I guess, and pass it over to the boat as travelers would pass by on the Yodogawa. So lots of history here. Alright, so let's go over to the Yodogawa. And we're back into the traffic. Alright, so there it is. That is the Yodogawa, the Yodo River. Some more information. As you can see, there's a really big park here, open space. It's a great place to come when the weather's nice like today. Fly a kite, pitch a tent, have a picnic, go for a jog, play sports, soccer, baseball. So it's rained a lot here the past 2 or 3 days, so I'm gonna stay on the pavement. I think the grass is really wet. There it is. Hirakata Juku. That's where we just came from. Ah, you can see their flying kite. It's just a little windy, not crazy wind. Of course, right now with coronavirus, this is a really good place to come. You're outdoors, you can social distance, enjoy the nice weather. People walking their dogs. And in the distance there you can see that's Hirakata Juku. It's the main bridge that connects Hirakata with Takatsuki. You can see really far in the distance there's a tower, kind of two towers. That's over by Kuzuha Station, that's still in Hirakata. Another main train station in Hirakata on the Keihan line. When the weather's nice like today, you can see really far. And if you look straight ahead in the distance, there's a tall building. That would be JR Takatsuki Station. Also connecting Kyoto with Osaka. It's an interesting sign here. It's an electronic sign. They put messages on there. Nothing today. There's a sign saying no fireworks. Maybe people like to come here and shoot fireworks because it's a big open space. Let's see. There it is, a very busy bridge. There aren't many bridges that cross the Yodogawa between Osaka and Kyoto, so if you don't cross here, you gotta keep going several miles that way, or several miles that way. This is definitely the most convenient bridge. See the mountains in the distance. Oh. You can see in the distance there's a very colorful Ferris wheel. That would be the theme park that I told you about, Hirakata Park. Hirapa, as they say. And here we go. Hirakata River Station for emergency use. And so we are 26 kilometers from Osaka Bay, that way. And again, this is about exactly halfway between Kyoto and Osaka. And actually the Yodogawa, I think, is about the same distance as a marathon, about 26 miles. And so I believe they do have a marathon that runs here alongside the river going from Kyoto to Osaka. A lot of bike paths, parks, and baseball fields. It's a really beautiful day. And so this is it. You can imagine back in the old days, they would get in their boats, go out and feed the people as they pass by on the Yodogawa, saying Kurawanka. Alright, well, I think that is the end of our tour of Hirakata today. I might make some more videos and show you some other of my favorite places in Hirakata or other places. This is my first video again. I hope it wasn't terrible. Let me see if I can film myself here. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and if you liked the video, let me know. I will keep making more. If you have any advice for me, let me know. And yeah, hope to see you soon. See ya.